Do you know about the story of this hero from Assam, Padma Shri Lakhimi Baruah? If not, then stay tuned, as in today's video, we will talk about this amazing social entrepreneur. Lakshmi was born in 1949 in the Golaghat district of Assam. Growing up, she was deeply affected by the struggles of women in her community, particularly regarding finances. Many lacked access to education and financial tools. Even those who were involved in small businesses could not secure loans due to lack of collateral or credit history or any guarantor. At times, even opening a savings account was problematic for them due to several social issues or lack of financial education. To give an example, many did not even know how to fill out the forms correctly, and because of that reason, they were not allowed to open their own savings account. Lakshmi was determined to change the scenario when she grew up. So, as a first step towards her dream, after graduating from Bahuna College in Jorhat, she started working for the district central cooperative bank to understand this issue inside out. Working with the bank, she gained valuable experience regarding customer service and also gained knowledge of banking regulatory frameworks. To gain in depth understanding of the issues faced by women with the banks, in 1983, Lakshmi formed the Mahila Samiti, a women's committee dedicated to empowering women through financial education and financial inclusion. It was here where she conceived this idea of a bank which would be for the women, run solely by women staff. And that is how, in the year 1990, Srimati Lakhmi Baruah took the first steps in establishing the foundations of Kanaklata Mahila Urban Cooperative Bank. The primary motive, as envisioned by Lakhmi, was to extend all the benefits of commercial banks, like managing finances and accessing loans to grow businesses, to women so that they can be empowered through self employment. Popularizing thrift culture and good banking habit was also another motive. Her relentless efforts paid off when in 22nd May 1998, RBI registered her bank as a financial institution. She was appointed as the managing director of the bank by the bank's General Assembly. She still holds this position as of today. Kanaklata Mahila Urban Cooperative Bank proudly notes that ever since it started its operations, it has not suffered any losses till date. Due to Srimati Lakhmi Barua's efforts into bringing Kanaklata Mahila Urban Cooperative Bank into existence, today several women in Assam can access loans at affordable interest rates from trustworthy financial institutions. Isn't that amazing? Well, now if you're thinking that all of these was a very smooth experience, particularly because Lakshmi Barua worked in the banking sector, that was not quite the case. She had to face several challenges along the way. And this is the reason why, despite taking her foundation steps in 1990, it took a whole 8 years to get her bank registered as a financial institution by the RBI. At first, her proposals used to be constantly rejected by the concerned authorities from time to time. Authorities used to demand such criteria which they couldn't fulfill, at least easily. The bank laid its foundation in the year 1990 with 52 stakeholders on board. However, due to repeated rejections every 6 months from concerned authorities, people started losing confidence on the bank and also on Srimati Lakshmi Barua. This is the reason why several stakeholders even kept walking away from the team. Now, you already know that in the year 1998, RBI had registered their bank as a financial institution. Even after getting registered, they needed a license to facilitate financial dealings. The criteria was having 1,000 members on board and 8 lakhs rupees in capital. At that time, Kanaklata Mahila Bank did not meet this criteria. And indeed, Srimati Lakshmi Barua was gravely concerned. It was then that some support was extended from some women and housewives who were known to Lakshmi, and they approached her to buy 10 shares of rupees 100 each. Eventually, in this manner, by 1999, the team gathered about 8.45 lakhs rupees in capital and had 1,420 members on board. Following this, on 16th of February in the year 2000, RBI finally issued them a license for financial transactions. Later on, the bank also received additional funding from SIDBI, which stands for the Small Industries Development Bank of India, the Northeastern Development Financial Corporation, and the RMK, that is the Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. On the first day of their operations as a registered and licensed financial institution, they saw opening of 17 accounts. Srimati Lakhmi Baruah opened a bank for the women, run only by the women, in the state of Assam during the 1990s. This, at that time, was something which was unthinkable to achieve in the northeastern state of India. Despite facing innumerable challenges, she never let her challenges stop her from achieving her goal. As someone who is an entrepreneur or perhaps looking towards entrepreneurship, what can you learn from this story? Lakshmi had an unwavering passion towards the issues faced by women in the banking sector while accessing finances, and she was determined to do something to solve that. So, the first thing is you should ask yourself, what is that one burning issue in my heart? What am I passionate about so much that I will not stop until I have addressed the problem by giving out a solution? Let that solution be your business idea. Often it is found that a lot of startups complain about lack of resources, especially funding. Lakshmi too faced similar situations, but look at her example. She was undeterred in her mission to set up the bank. She made this statement true that luck favors those who work hard. So, even though she reached a time when she did not have the support, somehow support came towards her because she had worked really hard to make a dream come true for the woman. So, this is another thing that you can learn from her story, that if you are having an idea, work so hard towards it that even if you reach a stage where you feel like nothing can be done, somehow certain miracles happen in your life and you somehow have that support that pushes you forward. If you constantly work towards your goals and dreams, eventually believe that it is going to be successful one day. Following her example, you should never give up hope and always keep moving forward. Srimati Lakhmi Baruah had named her bank Kanaklata after Kanaklata Baruah, who was the youngest freedom fighter from Assam. And she was martyred just at the age of 17 while trying to hoist the Indian national flag on a police station. Even when Kanaklata was dying, she did not let the Indian national flag touch the ground. This name of the bank somehow used to inspire Lakshmi whenever she used to face challenges. See, opening such a bank in 1990s and that too in the Assam part of India was not an easy feat and Lakshmi faced a lot of challenges. But whenever she was facing any of these challenges, she used to look up at this name and somehow that filled her with a lot of courage and inspiration to move forward. This somehow reinstated her faith in herself that if at that time, at the time of Indian freedom struggle, Kanaklata could do such a thing, I also can do the same thing in an independent India. So, as an entrepreneur, whenever you're trying to come up with a name for your company, keep this in mind that there are going to be challenges, there are going to be a lot of downs, and there are going to be occasions when you are going to face a lot of rejections. You are going to be in very tough spot a lot of times. So try to have something that always keeps you motivated and inspired to move forward no matter what. From this example, it is also evident that Lakshmi was a forward thinker. At a time when no one in her area was thinking about having a bank exclusively for women and run by women, Lakshmi not just thought about it but also brought her dreams into a reality. As an entrepreneur, there would be several moments when you would find that there would be no one supporting you, just like Lakshmi. Several of the stakeholders that were there with her initially, when they saw that things became difficult and challenging, they left her side and walked away from the team. But still, Lakshmi did not give up on her dreams and hopes. So, as an entrepreneur, you will have to be a forward thinking person and implement upon your ideas even when you find yourself in situations where you have to walk the path alone. So, do not be afraid to think ahead of your time, even if there is no one else supporting you. The final lesson that you can learn from this story is doing thorough research as an entrepreneur before starting out any venture, or even if you have started, you need to do thorough research before taking up any move. You see, Lakshmi, before starting up her bank, worked in the banking industry and had a thorough, in depth understanding of not just the issues that women were facing by creating the Mahila Samiti, she also got to know about all the banking regulatory frameworks. All of these helped her when she was facing a lot of troubles with those in authoritative positions, when they were constantly rejecting her proposals. So, as an entrepreneur, it is very important for you that no matter which area you are passionate about to solve a particular problem, first get to know in depth about what exactly is that area. How does that sector, that industry works? What are the nitty gritties lying within? Get to know your customer at the bottom line level, and only after that, start your own venture. This advice particularly holds for those entrepreneurs who are working on limited budget and cannot afford to lose money on trial and error. So, that was all about Lakshmi Baruah, a social entrepreneur from Assam working in the financial industry. I hope that you enjoyed her story. Did her story inspire you to work on your own venture? What is your next big idea? Let us know in the comment section which entrepreneur story you would love to hear next. For my next video, if you would want me to pick an entrepreneur from your region, you can also leave in the comment section the name of your country, city, or state. Now, with that being said, if you enjoyed my content and look forward to more such inspiring entrepreneur stories and also content relating to business and economics, do not forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving this video. I will see you again with my next video. Until then, take care and stay tuned.